Hey darling, I hope you're having a great day crocheting today. I know I am. I hope you had as much fun doing the linen stitch as I did. If you missed that video and you want a super cute, easy 2-stitch project, you can access it in my video library. So today we are going to learn the double crochet stitch, which is abbreviated as DC, and also the half double crochet stitch, and that is abbreviated as HDC. Since they are so similar to each other, I wanted to teach them together. So if you want to speed up your crochet projects and create these gorgeous texture, you can master these 2 stitches. This is the half double crochet and this is the double crochet, and you can see that the half double crochet is about 3/4 the size. It whips up really fast and it's a little bit more dense than the double crochet. So what am I using for today's tutorial is a standard medium worsted weight yarn and a hook size H, which is a 5mm, and I'm using standard US crochet terms. So grab your hook and your pretty yarn and let's get started. To start the double crochet stitch, you are going to chain as many chain stitches as wide as you want your project, or as directed in your pattern. This stitch doesn't need an even or an odd number of stitches. That's the beauty of this. We can make it as wide or as narrow as we want. All right, so we have our slip knot here. Let me get situated. And for this demonstration, I'm just going to chain 20. Now we're going to add 2 chains for the turning chain to get the stitch up to height for the next row. So 1, 2, and this is where I'm going to place my stitch marker, so when I return I know where my turning is. Now for row 1, we're going to go into the 3rd chain from our hook. Now remember that first loop on your hook doesn't count, so we're going to count back 1, 2, and then that 3rd one is where we're going to go into that chain. So we're going to yarn over first, so we got those 2 loops on our hook, across our hook, and then we're going to insert into that chain and then yarn over and pull it through that loop. So we got 3 loops there on our hook. Now we're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2, so we got 2 loops left on our hook, and then the last step we're going to yarn over and pull through those 2, and there it is. Your first double crochet is complete. Okay, something I want to show you real quick is this little finger counter. It is a very, very handy tool. I love it. So every time I'm doing stitches, I count. Let's see, it's this particular one locks every time you let it sit for a little while. Okay, so if you can see a little 0 there, and every time I do a stitch, I just hit that little button, and then it tells me, oh, you're at 7 stitches, so that way when people talk to me I don't have to murder them. So I can just stop and talk to them and then go back and go, oh, I was at 11 stitches. Okay, I could keep continuing, keep pressing it with every stitch. Okay, so let's clear it. You kind of have to hold that button to get it back to 0. And let's continue with our double crochet. So let's do another stitch. We're going to go into the next one. So when you're doing the chain, when you're going into the chain stitch, you can either go into where you see both loops on top, do your double crochet, or you can go into just the top where you have one. With the chain, it doesn't really matter. It's just all preference on what you think looks the best, because like when I showed you the single crochet, with the double crochet you can do the same thing. You can go into the back loop. It just gives a different finished look on the bottom. I always just go through 2, just because it gives a little more stability when I'm crocheting that stitch, so it's not going to be too flimsy or too loose, because I do that chain stitch loosely. When I'm then hooking stitches to it, then it's not so flimsy. Alright, so I'm going to finish the rest of my 20 stitches, and I'll meet you back here momentarily. Okay, now we're going to chain into there, put your last double crochet in there, in the last stitch. And that's what our row of double crochet stitches looks like. Now, I have my stitch counter, and you can count the top of each V stitch. You can see the V's up here. Or you can count the post, what's called the post. On double crochet, it's easier to see the post, and that's these bars here. As I pull it out, you can see it a little better, these bars. Now, when you're counting your stitches, don't count this first chain stitch. You're going to count after that. It's easier to see in a double crochet than, or a triple crochet, than with a single crochet. You can kind of see the stitch, but if you want to count the posts, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And then you can see the tops, your V-stitches. Now, we're going to chain 2, turn our work to the back, and this is where I mark that turning chain so I can find it when I come back. So some people like to chain 3 on a double crochet. Some patterns usually say it that way, but I like to just chain 2 on a double crochet, because for me, the way I crochet, a chain 3 makes it bulge out on the sides, and the chain 2 is a little straighter edge. Now, you want to go into the first stitch here, and I'll show you where that is. So you can kind of see, well, if you look at the top, you see the V there, but if you look at the side, you see the little hole there. So just like when I said about single crochet stitch, unless noted, you're going to use, unless the pattern says to use the back loop only or the front loop only, you're going to insert your hook under both of those loops. So you're going to yarn over and go through both of those loops. So it's going to look like you have 4 loops right there. Yarn over and pull through that hole there. So then you're going to have 3 loops. Yarn over, you're going to pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So that's how you get your second row started. Now we're going to crochet, let's do that a couple more times. Yarn over, insert into the next, we've got 2, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you got 2 stitches. Yarn over, and your next one's right here. Go in, yarn over, you got 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, so you have 2 loops left, and yarn over, pull through 2. So I'm going to show you that a couple more times, like a fluid motion. Yarn over, insert. Or one way that people describe it is stab, grab the guts, pull out the guts, and pull through. That's kind of a fun little way to remember how to do it. And there you go. That's all there is to it, to that stitch, the double crochet stitch. And that's what it should look like. And in your project, you would just keep chaining 2, go double crochet your 20 double crochets, chain 2, you just keep going till you have a different stitch, or until you're finished. All right, now knowing how to do the double crochet stitch, you already know how to do the half double crochet stitch. It's just a series of different pull-throughs. I love the half double crochet stitch because it adds height to my project, whips up really fast. The blanket you can whip up really fast. It's more dense than the double crochet, and there's not as many gaps. So we're starting back at our chain of 20. Now we're going to add 1 for the churning chain, because this stitch isn't as tall as the double crochet. Now I'm going to mark it so I can find my spot when I return. Now here's where you yarn over, and you're going to insert into the second. We chained 1, we're going into the second, yarn over, pull through, just like our double crochet, but in this we have our 3 loops on the hook, and we're going to yarn over, and we're going to pull that through all 3 loops, and that's our half double crochet. So let me do that again. Yarn over, go into the chain. I've kind of pulled that chain tight now. It's kind of hard to see it, and I always kind of just get them a little bit loose because you're going to have to kind of finagle the yarn through it. So we got the 3, yarn over, and then we're going to pull through all 3. Let's show that again. Yarn over, go into that chain, yarn over, pull through, you got 3, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So simple. Love it. All right, I'm going to finish this and meet you back at the end. Okay, so this is what it should look like. Your half double crochets, your 20 half double crochets. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn it, and that's, I'm going to mark it so I can find it on the way back. This is why I'm such a slow crocheter, because all these little steps that I do, but honestly, believe me, it saves me in the long run, because I get easily distracted, and I wonder where was I, how many stitches. If I mark it, then I know where I'm going, I know where I'm ending, and I know where the next row is going to go. Okay, so when we churn it, my marker, this thing, the only thing I don't like about it is it locks every time I let it sit for a couple seconds. Now we're going to do the half double crochet like we did the double crochet, in that we're going to yarn over and go through that first stitch with the double. You can see the V's on the top. Yarn over and come through, so we have the 3 loops on our hook, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. That's 1 stitch. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, you got 3, yarn over, pull through all 3. And it's just that simple. Super fast to work up super easy to kind of mindlessly, this is why I love crochet, because it shuts my brain off. All I'm thinking about is how I'm working the yarn, how I'm marking my counter for each stitch. Not thinking about bills or stress or kids or insert problem here. So you can use this stitch for sweaters, for hats, for blankets, all kinds of things. And if you want a taller stitch, then you use the double crochet, but this one's a little more dense than the double crochet. As you can see, it's a little bit tighter stitch. It's really pretty. And I'll keep going, but you see it kind of curls, but that's okay. As you get more weight to it, it'll straighten out. And there you go. And here's our finished double crochet stitch, and our finished half double crochet, and then this is our double crochet, so you can kind of see the difference in the two of them. And there you go. You're on your way to becoming a master crocheter. That is how effortlessly you crochet the double crochet stitch and the half double crochet stitch. You got this. Keep going. Practice makes progress. If you found this tutorial helpful, please hit that like button. Drop a comment below and let me know what project you're going to make with this stitch. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a weekly stitch breakdown. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and happy crocheting.